Good afternoon, Eagles fans, and welcome to Toccoa Falls College. I'm Will Jones, voice of the Screaming Eagles, coming live from Louis Delaney Athletic Center. Today, Johnson University Suns are taking on your Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles. Your Screaming Eagles 10-3 on the season, undefeated at home with an amazing win on Thursday night that I'm just getting my voice back from. Great win for the Screaming Eagles. Looking for another one today. We've got our starting girls on the court. Sun's almost ready to go, and we will get started in a few seconds. And here we go. Johnson University will be serving first. It's up and over. And that one slammed down by Caitlin Widener. Number 4, Angela Nunez, was the server right there. And Talia Hatch is going to check in for the Screaming Eagles, and she will be the first server of the day. She's been hot lately, had a lot fall in. She had 23 in a row a couple games ago. And had a 9 in a row. That is an ace right there. Talia Hatch with her first ace of the day. And it is 2-0 Screaming Eagles. Hatch to the right. Puts it in play. That one's going to be hit over by number 1, Noller. And Katie Hall is going to smack it down. It's going to hit the top of the roof, the rafters thereof. And that one's hit over by Noller. Widener tries to get it. Good save by Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse dives and gets it over the net. Hall is going to put it right back over. And that time a good dig by Nunez. They're going to try it again. Sullivan was right there. Glore puts it over. And this is a pretty good volley we got going on. To the back with Rogers. Over to Daniel. And Hall is going to try it again. And another good save by Rittenhouse. That one's going to go over the net. We're going to get a hand on it. It's still up in the air. Kaylee Glore gets it over, and we're still in play. Noller puts it over. High set. Sullivan's going to set it over and get back in position. Rogers into the net. Off of Sullivan's hand. It's going to go out of bounds, and the point goes to the Suns. But a very good volley by both teams. Number 8, Tabitha Olinder, will be the server. Her first serve is up and over. Hall smacks it down. They can't handle it. Nunez goes out of bounds. Point goes to TFC, and the kill goes to Hall. Number 10, Erin Carey checks into the game, and Hall will be the server. She delivers. High return. They're going to put it over the net. Daniel to her knees to get it. Hall from the back. Hits it all the way across the net to Nunez. They'll get it right back over. Glore sets it up for Widener. Widener's going to tap it over to be pushed right back over the net. Widener's going to try it again, but she's going to slam it this time. Good save by Olinder that time. It's going to go back over the net. Glore sets it up. Erin Carey, her first shot of the game, is a good one. Return. That one's going to be blocked by Carey, and there's the point. Erin Carey all over the court right there. Slammed it down and got put right back at her, and she just blocked that one. Katie Hall for serve number 2. That one's into the net. Number 13, Summer Parnell, will be the server. A lot of velocity on that one. Daniel will put it over and get back to receive. Nunez gets it over. They set it up for Widener, and that one slammed right down the throat of number 6, Caitlin Larison, off her hands and out of bounds, and point goes to TFC. Marissa Daniel, the libero for the Screaming Eagles, will serve. Good serve to the right side over there. Nunez hits it over. Good save right there. As Carey is going to tap it over. Noller over. That one's going to hit the net, but it's still in play. They're going to set for Thompson, and that one's going to come back down on our side. Point goes to the Suns. And serving is Samantha Noller. Her first serve is up, and it's over. Carey from the corner, puts it down there. Last touch by Larison. Point goes to TFC, and good shot by Carey right there. Number 15, Kaylee Glore, will be the server. Her first time tonight, and she fires one over. They're going to hit it from way downtown with Rittenhouse. Daniel to her knees. Thompson puts it in there. Good save right there. And they'll get it back over. Daniel in the back. This time with Hall. That one's off the hand of Parnell. And Hall gets the kill. Kaylee Glore setting up for round 2. And she delivers. Hard hit to the back. We'll return it for Carey. Carey finds some real estate. Aaron Carey puts it in the back corner, finds some court, and it's 8-3 Screaming Eagles. Glore sets up for serve number 3. They're going to go back with Rittenhouse. It's going to be blocked up front. They're going to try to get with Noller. That one is out of bounds. Just missed the line. And point goes to TFC, 9-3. Serve number 4 is good. Daniel in the back. Over there to Carey, who puts another one down. Carey's been very good so far, as Rittenhouse gets that one over the net. The set for Thompson this time, and Thompson puts it down. Olander can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Point TFC. Kaylee Glore on a 5-serve streak right here. And she fires. That one's to Olander. They're going to put it over. Good save by Hall, but they can't get it back over. Good effort by Thompson right there to lay out. Point goes to the Suns. Marissa Rogers back to serve. That was a bullet over the net. We're going to get it over, but barely. That was a great serve by Rogers. They'll set it up for Rittenhouse, and it's going to be tipped by the Screaming Eagles out of bounds, and point goes to Johnson University of Florida. 5-point lead for the Screaming Eagles. Rogers back to serve for number 2. That one's just over the net. Another great serve by Rogers. Carey smacks it down. Good dig on the other side. That one's blocked and out of bounds. Caroline Miller and Natalie Thompson both got up to get that one and just missed the corner. Rogers, number 3, is on the way. Hall to her knee. Daniels is going to hit it over, get back in position. That was to the back with Parnell, and that's in there. Rogers on a pretty good streak right here. And the Suns are within 3 as that one's out of bounds. Point goes to TFC. Back to serve, Aaron Carey. Carey, a freshman out of Oxford, Florida. And she will check out with Sullivan coming in. And Sullivan will be the server. That one's up and over. They'll return it with Rittenhouse. Flores sets it up for the corner, and Hall. Hall puts it down there and gets the point. Teresa Sullivan, a sophomore from Fairhope, Alabama, puts her second serve over. That one's just going to be tipped over by Noller. We're going to get right back over. Little miscommunication as Tabitha Olander goes to her knees, falls right next to her, and Teresa Hall is going to set up for serve number 3. Big hit's going to go into the net with Rittenhouse. They'll set it up for Hall in the corner. Hall just put a little too much on it, out of bounds. Number 4, Angela Nunez, checks in, and she will be the server. By the way, Rogers was the first server for the Suns to go more than one in a row. And that one's going to come off Daniel's hand and go out of bounds. Daniel, redemption. They'll set it up, and Thompson can't find the corner. And goes out of bounds, and it's a 3-point game. And timeout call by Coach Slate and TFC. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, TFC. Nunez puts that one over, and Hall on the other side pushed it over the net. Big hit up front by Rittenhouse. That's going to be off our hands, out of bounds. It's a 2-point game. And Rittenhouse with a big slam right there. Nunez back to serve for number 4. Just over the net. Glora sets it up for Miller. Caroline Miller can't get it in there. It was a good attempt. That one to the back row with Sullivan. Glore sets it up for Hall. Hall puts a good one in there. Rogers got a hand on it. They're going to set it over to Sullivan. That might have been out of bounds. We saved it anyway. Hall puts it over, and they'll set up for another volley. Big hit to the back. Daniel couldn't get there. Point goes to the Suns. Nunez on a 5-serve streak. It's a 1-point game already. Hall puts it in there. Big hit by Rittenhouse, and point goes to the Suns with a lift. And all of a sudden, we got a tie game. Number 1, Abigail Smith is checking in for Thompson. Nunez back to serve for number 6. Another good serve. Big hit by Smith. And they'll set it over, but that one's going to be out of bounds. And the streak is broken. Point goes to TFC. Thompson's going to check back in. They put Smith in there just to get on that line, on the net, excuse me. And Thompson will serve. They tried to save it, goes out of bounds. Point goes to TFC. Last touch by Rittenhouse. Rogers got a hand on the back. Way left than she meant it to. Rittenhouse got a hand on it. Went outside as that one's miscommunicated. And Parnell did not see it coming down. Point goes to TFC. And 2 mental mistakes in a row for the Suns. And we take advantage. 3-point lead. To the back. Parnell puts it over. They'll set it for Widener, and Widener slams it down. Big hit by Widener, and Thompson's going back for serve number 3, 17-13. As Hallie Rainwater's checking in, and Katie Hall will take a little break. Good serve over the net. That one's going to hit the referee. Good play by the referee there. Got a hand on it. Almost got it back in bounds. 18-13. Timeout called by the Suns, and we will be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, TFC. Big hit by Parnell is going to be tapped up front. I think, looks like Widener might have got a hand on that one. That's going to fall. But we're still up by 4. Back to serve, Brittany Rittenhouse. Her first serve today. And last touch by Rainwater. One goes out of bounds. And the ace goes to Rittenhouse. Her first ace of the day. Another good serve. Widener smacks it down, and the second kill in a row goes to Caitlin Widener. Talia Hatch checks in from Miller, and Hatch will be the server. Talia sets up and fires. She doesn't have a lot of speed on it, but she has a lot of accuracy. And she's very consistent as they can't get that one back over, and the ace goes to Talia Hatch. First second of the day. 20-15 your score. 5 points away from set. Hatch delivers. Big hit right there, goes out of bounds by Parnell. And good job by Daniel to duck under that one, as that one looked like it was going to stay in. 21-15, and Talia Hatch back to serve. That one goes to the back. They'll set it up for Parnell. And Rainwater, her first shot tonight. Good save in the back by Teresa Sullivan. Keeps it airborne. And Rainwater just missed the corner. And that one's out of bounds, and free point goes to the TFC Screaming Eagles. That was Palea Mundy, by the way, her first time up tonight, and she's over 1. Hallie Rainwater, the server on our end. Rainwater, her first serve is good. Mundy had to go to her knees to get that one. They'll slam it over with Daniel. That was close to being out, but good job to save that one. Aaron Carey finds some real estate. Great shot right there by Carey. Found the edge of the court. Point TFC 23-16. And Rainwater back to serve for number 2. Good changeup right there. Got us some speed off of it. Big hit by number 12, Rittenhouse. Daniel saved that though. And Widener gets it over the net. And that one's right into the net. Point goes to TFC. It's 24-16, so that means it's set point. Rainwater for set point. Back to serve. She steps up and fires. And that was almost an ace right there. Great job by Rainwater. And that one's going to be off her own player. Rittenhouse tried to get it over and put it right to, look like Parnell. 25-16 is your score. We won the first one, 1-0. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back, Eagles fans. Set number 2 is Daniel will serve for your Screaming Eagles. That one's going to be smacked back down. Good job by Sullivan to get a hand to that. Over the net with Hall. Big hit up front by Parnell. Will return it. Katie Hall back over the net. That one's going to be pushed over by number 1, Lars. That one's put over. And Caitlin Widener with another kill. TFC won the first set, 25-15. Looking for another one here. Daniel gets that one over. And finds the corner. Number 12, Brittany Rittenhouse, finds the corner. And a beautiful shot by Rittenhouse to tie the game up. And she will be the server. That's over. Glore sets it up for Widener. Widener smacks it down. It's going to be touched up front by Parnell, and they can't get it back over the net. Point goes to TFC. The kill goes to Caitlin Widener. Serving now, Talia Hatch. Hatch is a sophomore from Laceyville, Pennsylvania. That one's over. Rittenhouse up front. Widener gets a hand on that, but point goes to TFC with a lift by Kaylee Glore. Back to serve, number 4, Angela Nunez. Her first serve is up and over, and odd placement by Hatch right there. Hall couldn't get to it. Point goes to the Suns, and this is their first lead of the match, 3-2. Nunez puts that one over. Glore sets it up for Hall. This time Hall goes to the opposite side. They're going to hit it backwards. Big hit by Larison. Hall gets blocked up front. Glore somehow gets it over. Good reaction by Glore. Big hit up front that's going to be blocked by Widener. And Widener can't find the corner. Good shot, but it's a little too much on it. Nunez, serve number 3. It's high and over. Widener gets denied up front. They'll get it back over. Point goes to the Suns with 4 hits for the TFC Screaming Eagles. Down by 3 here. Suns really taking over as Nunez will serve 4 in a row. That one's into the net, and free point goes to the Screaming Eagles. Back to serve is Katie Hall. She delivers to the middle of the court. They'll set it up. And big hit up front by Parnell. That's going to be denied by Screaming Eagles. And Caitlin Widener just smacks it right back down. Point goes to TFC. Katie Hall, Flowery Branch, Georgia, puts it over. Tried to get it over and right into the net. 6-4. Serving Summer Parnell for the Suns. Good shot, hits the net. Hall's going to go to her knee to get that one. Big shot by Carey. It's a little too far. And point goes to Johnson University of Florida. Parnell for her second serve. Hall received that one. Carey's going to try again. That one's to the net. It's going to be hit over by Noller. Let's set it for Widener. Widener with another big slam. And Widener has been phenomenal today. Has several slams right there. Point goes to the Screaming Eagles, and Widener will be back to serve. Her first serve of the day. And it's a bullet over the net. They'll set it up, and a big shot by Rittenhouse. The return by Glore. They'll just push it over, and that's a little too far out of bounds. And point goes to TFC. Widener back to serve again. 7-6. Trying to come back here. Another good serve by Widener. They'll set it up on the other side with Parnell. Carey gets it in there. Just found the corner right there. Carey with the kill, and we tied it back up. 7-7 with Widener still back to serve. Widener. Let's go to their knees to get it. Rittenhouse slams it down. Good job by Widener to return it. Carey puts it in there. Good shot by Carey. Good return. Parnell gets it over. Glore has to go off the court to get that one. And another good volley. We've had a lot of good volleys already today. There was one in the first set that lasted several times over the net, probably about a minute and a half, as Smith puts that one in there. And we have a miscommunication. It's going to be out of bounds. Line judge over on the Sun side said it was in. The one on our side said it was out. Referee goes with the one on our side. 8-7, Suns lead. Serving number 1, Samantha Noller. That one's over. And they'll set up for Carey. Carey, that one's in there. Beautiful shot by Carey. Finds the corner that time. Ties the game back up with Glore. Going to be serving. Glore's first serve is in there. And a battle at the net. And point goes to TFC as I believe Noller came over the net. Violation. Point goes to the Eagles, and we go up 9-8. First lead in a while. Glore puts it over. Rittenhouse slams it down, but Smith gets a hand on it and puts it right back in their faces. Point goes to the Screaming Eagles. 10-8 your score. Glore back to serve again. That one's going to come off the hands and then hit the backboard, come back down. Point goes to TFC in an odd exchange. Olander was the one that hit that. Came off the bottom of the backboard and came right back down in territory. Glore to serve. They'll set up for Rittenhouse. That one's going to come off Daniel really high. We'll recover, and Glore's just going to get it over and set back up. The setup for Parnell. Good job by Daniel to get down there. Carey. Deflected by Waugh and goes out of bounds. Point TFC, but a great attempt up front by Waugh to try to get that back over. Glore. Serve number 5 is about to be on its way. They'll set up for Rittenhouse. That one's rejected again. Abigail Smith and Gabrielle Klingman will get a hand on that. Klingman's first kill of the game. Good job to block that one. That one just missed the corner, and Glore almost got an ace. Gabrielle Klingman, a sophomore, Wellington, Ohio. Hadn't seen her on the court very much this season, so it's good to see her there. There's an ace for number 5, Marissa Rogers. It's the second ace of the game for the Johnson University Suns. We're still up by 3, though, as Daniel hits it over. That one's going to be deflected by number 13. Parnell goes out of bounds. Point goes to TFC. Sullivan checks in and Rainwater checks in. Sullivan will be the server. Big hit to the back. And Noller tries to get it over, puts it right into the net. Point goes to TFC, and we got a 5-point lead. Creeping up on set point. Good shot right there, going to her knees to get that one. Rittenhouse slams it in, and almost another block by, looks like Klingman and Abigail up front, but it comes down on our side this time. Point goes to the Suns, 15-11. And number 4, Angela Nunez, will be the server. Last time she was up, she went 4 in a row. Let's see if we can stop it this time. Let's set it for Smith. Smith gets it over. And that one's blocked by Smith, but it's going to come back down on our side. Kill goes to Parnell. Nunez back to serve again. She gets that one over. Glore sets it up for Rainwater. Good return on the other side. And Noller just tried to sneak it in there. And Abigail Smith with a slam! Abigail Smith smacks it down. Point goes to TFC, and Daniel will be the server. She lines up and delivers. Back over the net. with Rainwater. And Rainwater just put a little too much pepper on it. Outside. Serving Brittany Rittenhouse. Got to be careful with her. She is a really good server. That one slammed down by Widener. Good return from the back row. And Daniel and Klingman can't get to that one. That's going to fall between them. Rittenhouse sets up for number 2. Rainwater to Glore to Klingman. Klingman gets it over that time. And she'll set back up. Noller's the one that got that one over, and they'll set it up for, looks like Widener. Widener gets the point. With Noller could not get it back up. Point goes to TFC, 17-14, and the server will be Talia Hatch. She's back, and she fires. Beautiful serve, just got over the net. Noller tries to set it over, hits the antenna. Point goes to TFC. Working on a 4-point lead right here, trying to extend that a few times. Big hit up front. And Rainwater smacks it in there. It's going to be deflected. They're going to try to get it back over. Good job by the Suns. That one's going to come off Hatch. Last touch by Daniel and goes out of bounds. Good hustle, but we couldn't get it back over the net. Serving number 8, Tabitha Olander. That one's up and over. They'll set it up, and Rainwater smacks it down. Big shot by Rainwater. I believe there was a violation on the Suns. We get the point anyway, and Rainwater will set up the serve. Her first time serving this set. Beautiful serve, and she gets the ace! Rainwater with her first ace of the night. Third for the Screaming Eagles. 20-5 with Rainwater. Timeout called by Johnson University Suns. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back with Rainwater. Good fought match by both teams. That one smacked right back down on the front line by Widener. That one's out of bounds. Point goes to TFC, and we're on a roll right here. Rainwater will serve for her third in a row. And she delivers. They'll set up for Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse puts too much on it, goes out of bounds. And the Screaming Eagles looking to end the set in the next couple of points and put the Suns in sudden death. That one's over. Looks like Olander had to go to her knees to get that one. That one's out of bounds, and point goes to TFC. Rainwater, this is going to be serve number 5. And she delivers. Rittenhouse calls for it. They're going to set it over the net. Talia Hatch diving to get that one. And Widener gets rejected. They'll set it back up. And point goes to TFC, 24-15, which means it's set point. Rainwater back to serve on set point, trying to put it away right here. She dribbles the ball a few times. She sets up and delivers into the net. Serving for the Suns, number 13, Summer Parnell. She went three in a row last time. She gets it over. Still set point for the Screaming Eagles. This could win it. Aaron Carey puts it over. Glore sets it up for Widener. Widener smacks it down and finds the corner! Big shot by Widener. Finds the corner on the opposite side. 25-16 is your final score on that one. And the second game will go to the Screaming Eagles. We will be back in about 3 minutes for set number 3. And TFC Screaming Eagles trying to look to put it away right here. We'll be back. Welcome back, TFC fans. This is going to be set number 3. Screaming Eagles up 2-0 right now. Has won both of them pretty easily. Last set went back and forth for a while, but when we took the lead, we started going up and beat them by 10. Well, 9, but close to 10. And number 13, Summer Parnell, was asking something to the referee. I think they got it settled now. Rittenhouse will be the server for the Suns. I don't know if the referees are ordering pizza or what's going on, but we are at a standstill. All right, here we go. Rittenhouse puts it into the net, and point goes to TFC. Serving first is going to be Caroline Miller, who looks very surprised that she's going to serve. Usually Daniel comes in. They're going to let her do it. Let's see what she's got. Caroline Miller delivers. They're going to put it back over. Set it up for Hall. Hall gets blocked up front. Good diving save right there. That one's going to be blocked by our front line. Tipped over. They'll set it up for Widener. Widener is going to put it in there. Last touch by Parnell. Point goes to the Screaming Eagles. Caroline Miller out of Tampa, Florida, puts her second serve in there. They'll set it up for number 13, Summer Parnell, who smacks that one into our backcourt. Number 3, Kristen Walker, will be the server. Excuse me, actually that was number 8, Tabitha Olander. I couldn't see the number from up here. And that one's going to hit into the net. Point goes to the Screaming Eagles. Katie Hall back to serve. She delivers, and it's a good one. Mid-court, they'll set it up. And the attempt was made by Rogers, but it was a hard set to get to. Rogers puts it into the net, and we'll take a 3-point lead with Hall back to serve. Hall puts it to the middle of the court. They'll set it up, and they shoot it in there. Last touch by Miller. Went out of bounds. And the kill was by Parnell, who will be the server. Big shot into the net. Free point goes to the Screaming Eagles. Every team likes us gift wrap points right there. It's Widener, sets up and fires. And that one just gets over the net, goes out of bounds. Point goes to TFC. Shot was by Noller. And Widener will set up for round 2. Big hit to the back. They'll set up for Rittenhouse. He slams that one in there. Big hit by Rittenhouse, who's definitely their hardest hitter. And number 1, Samantha Noller, will be the server. Got a 3-point lead on him. Noller gets it over the net. Glore sets it up, and Thompson sets it over. Daniel got a hand on that. Glore's just going to push it right back over. That one's going to hit the net. They're going to save it somehow. We're going to push it right back down and get the point. Big volley by both teams. Last touch by Mundy. And that just kind of went back and forth on the net for a while, as Glore will be the server for the Screaming Eagles. That one's going to go out of bounds. They can't save it, and the ace goes to Kaylee Glore. Ace number 4 of the day. And that's her first. Brianna Waugh checks into the game for the Suns. And that one's going to be shanked out of bounds. Ace number 2 for Glore in a row. That's 2 for her, 5 for the team. Gloria sees she can get back-to-back-to-back aces. She delivers. And she almost did. Barely got it over. It's going to come back down. Good shot by Juan. They'll get it over. But looks like Thompson came over the net right there. Point goes, it looks like 4 hits, excuse me, by the Screaming Eagles. Point goes to the Suns. Great job by Juan to keep that one alive. She goes to the ground to get that one. Serving is Larison. That one's into the net. Point goes to TFC. Another gift wrap point. Teresa Sullivan checks into the game, and she will be the server. She delivers. Good serve. Came off the hand on. They can't get it back over the net. Point goes to TFC with an ace. The 6th ace of the game for the Screaming Eagles as Sullivan delivers. Slams it into the net. Point TFC. (12-4) as Sullivan puts her 3rd in a row over. Big hit over the net. Gloria got a hand on it. Sullivan sets it up, and Miller will just put it over. Rittenhouse slams it in there. Daniel got a hand on it, and Miller gets it back over the net. Great job by both of them. That's going to be tipped on the line. Gloria sets it up, and Hall can't find the corner. Just missed the corner. Very close call for that line judge. Hallie Rainwater checks in for Hall. 12-5 is your score. As number 4, Angela Nunez, is going to check in, and she'll be the server. And that one's into the net. Another point for TFC. 8-point lead for the Screaming Eagles. As Thompson's going to check in. And she... Low communication who's serving. And it's going to be Thompson. Thompson to the back of the court. They're going to set it up in the middle of Parnell. That one's to Miller. Miller's going to set it all the way to the back. That one's going to get down. Point goes to the Screaming Eagles. Thompson puts that one over. Parnell gets in there. Good job by Sullivan. Diving in the way to get that one. Rainwater sets it up. Slams it down. Good save on the other side by the Suns. That one's going to go over with Rittenhouse. Glore sets it back up for Rainwater. She's going to try it again. They will return it this time. And that one's going to be hit over by Rogers. And Glore tips it on her own side to smack it down. That one's going to go away. And just get in bounds. Great shot by Rittenhouse. Finds the line as Daniel will check in as the libero. And Rittenhouse will be the server. And she delivers. That one's way out of bounds. And another gift from the Suns. Up by 9. Miller's up to serve. She puts that one in there. Parnell to Miller. And Widener smacks it down. High return by Rogers. They somehow get it back over the net. They'll set up for Rainwater. Hallie Rainwater puts it in there. Rogers, another good dig. And they'll smack that one over with Noller. Who's going to get it this time? It's going to be Sullivan. Sullivan to the back. That might have gone out of bounds. Good break for the Screaming Eagles. That one's put back over. Good volley as Widener puts it in there. That one's going to be tipped out of bounds. And point goes to TFC with a big volley. 10-point lead for Miller. Big hit. That one's to the back. High return. Noller's going to try to get it over. And she cannot. 17-6 is your score. Miller delivers to Rogers in the back. Parnell will get it over the net. Looks like last touch by Widener, falls inbounds. And point goes to the Johnson University Suns. That one just got over the net, good serve. And that one's in there. Another great save by Olander that time. Glor sets it over. And that one, they can't get it back. Point goes to TFC. Olander did everything she could, went to the ground to touch it, couldn't get it airborne enough. 18-7 with Rainwater up to serve. Her first time serving in this set. Big hit the other side. That one's going to be off Klingman outside. Point goes to the Suns. And serving is going to be Parnell. Talia Hatch checks in for the Screaming Eagles. As Caroline Miller will take a break. Hatch gets a hand on that one, sets it up. Klingman puts it in there. Great shot by Klingman. That one's going to be Nunez getting it over. They'll set it up. Widener is going to be rejected up front by Rogers. Excuse me, it was Angela Nunez. He got a hand on that. Great shot by Nunez, and Parnell will continue serving. 18-9. And the shot. Hatch booms it over the net. They'll set up again. Daniel to her knees. Klingman almost finds a hole right there. They'll set up for Noller. And Rainwater and Daniel both went for it. Goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Suns. Parnell, her third serve in a row. She sets up and she fires. Daniel, reaction shot right there. Hatch puts it over. Set it up for Noller. That one's just going to get over the net. Good job by that one. And Widener gets it in there. Good save on the other side by Larson. That one's going to get back over. Daniel gets it up. Gloria's going to have to get it back over and set back up on defense. They'll set it up. And that one's going to be rejected by the front lines. They're going to try it again. This time with Noller, they're going to get it back over. Rainwater to Glor to Widener. That one's blocked up front. Rainwater saves that one out of bounds. Hatch is going to get it over. They're going to set it up. What a volley by both teams. That one's set up for Noller. They're going to set it over. Diving attempt is going to be saved by Widener. Rainwater gets it over. They'll do it one more time. Hatch gets it up. They'll set it up for Klingman. Klingman is rejected up front. And the point goes to the Suns. But a great volley by both teams. 18-11 is your score. Olander back to serve. Rainwater recovers. And Klingman gets it in there! Gabrielle Klingman with the kill. And that is her first one, I believe, at home. Good shot right there. Caitlin Widener back to serve. And that was just out of bounds. Good shot by Widener, just a little too much on it. Number 9, Pamela Mundy, will be the server. This is Mundy's first attempt this set. That was a short one, as Thompson's going to put it back over. Big hit by Parnell. They'll save it. Rainwater will set it over, and this could be another big set. 19-12 is the score right now. They'll set up for Thompson. Thompson finds the corner! Good shot by Natalie Thompson as she finds the back row. 20-12, and the Screaming Eagles are creeping up on set point. Glor back to serve. As Caroline Miller checks in. Kaylee Glor, a sophomore of Austell, Georgia. Went to Colonial Hills High School. That one's up and over. They'll set it up for Rittenhouse, who slams that one way out of bounds. 21-12. Katie Hall checks in. It's Rainwater. We'll take a seat. Big shot by Glore right there. They'll set it up for Rittenhouse. Another big hit. She takes a little off to that time. They'll set it up. Thompson is rejected up front. That one's going to be in there by Klingman. Good save by Mundy. That one's into the net. Point goes to TFC, and we're 2 points away from set point. Glore, serve number 3, is on the way. Into the net. Great shot, but just a little too low. 22-13 is the score. Number 5, Marissa Rogers, will be the server. Big booming serve, a little too much pepper on it. Out of bounds, and 23-13 is your score. 10-point lead for the Screaming Eagles, trying to put it down right here. Sullivan will check in. She has an ace today. See if she can get a couple more. 23-13. She delivers. Parnell puts it out of bounds, and it is set point, and it is match point. 24-13, match point for Teresa Sullivan. Win it all right here. Sullivan delivers. And that one won't get out of the net. And the ace goes to Sullivan, and the match will go to the Screaming Eagles. 25-13 is the final score for set number 3. 3-0 for your Screaming Eagles. Great game, and we're still undefeated at home as 11-3. And Coach Selena Slate in her 23rd season has had a great season so far. I'm Will Jones, voice of the Screaming Eagles. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Eagles Nation.